Okay, so I am out here in Newport State Park, Door County, Wisconsin, Ellison Bay. And I'm going to be taking the Newport Park Loop. It's about 3.5 miles. A little bit of a rainy day. The bugs are biting, so I got my deep woods off. And they seem to be leaving me alone now. Alright, lot 2 is where I started. I am going to go to the right. Being that it's a loop, it shouldn't really matter. It's a nice peaceful day. Finally stopped raining. It was raining pretty good on my way into the park. It's a little after 10 o'clock in the morning. I've only seen a few cars out here so far. So alright, so this is where the actual loop starts. So yeah, here we are at the... I guess I'll go this way first, and then I'll be coming back this way. It's nice to take in a good breath of fresh air when you get into the woods. Nice wide trails. I don't know how many trails they have out here exactly, but it'd be nice if they had like little color-coded plaques on some trees. They do a pretty good job of keeping the trails cleared off, though. See a lot of moss growing out here on these trails. This is definitely worth the drive up here, getting to this park and being on this trail. It's a nice trail. Let's see what it says here. Rowley's Bay Trail. I'm not sure. Rowley's Bay is over here. Oh, okay, I see. It's the Rowley's Bay Trail. It's actually a 4-mile loop, and I don't want to do that today, so I'll just stay on the trail that I'm on. It's cute little guys. Alrighty, well I actually decided, because I got mosquitoes, I got to about here, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna take this little trail, because this trail here is part of this same loop, so, and I'd rather see what's over here, so I'm just gonna hike over here, add a little bit more to my previous hike. So a little change of plans here. And so yeah, we're just gonna add this to the journey. And off the bat, I'm saying this one's a little more overgrown. Branches are hanging lower and such. So you gotta duck down. It just doesn't seem like it's traveled as much as the other one. It is very wet out here, and the rocks are very slippery. I will make mention of that. I just saw that, thought that was kind of interesting. But I was going to say, when you notice, or when you're having a good time and the trails aren't really that long, sometimes it's nice to add a little extra part onto your journey. It's kind of fascinating. Look at that. How cool is that? I had to walk quickly back there. There was a big old tree leaning on another one, putting a lot of pressure on it. You can hear it creaking in the wind. I don't want to give way while I was walking underneath it. Other than the birds singing out here, it's pretty quiet. I've only seen one group of people since I've been out here. I think this rain ruined a lot of people's plans. And being that you're way up here in the thumb, probably not as many people up here either. Alright, so coming up to this spot, don't want to go this way. You actually want to cut back this way. So there again, it's a good thing I looked at my map, and it showed me the trail goes this way. So had I not checked on that, I might have gone the wrong way. It made my hike a lot longer. Okay, here we have a different change in the woods here, so now we have some nice pine trees. Nice little grove of pine trees. Awesome trail. I'm really liking it. So I just wish the trail's a little bit more clearly marked. Let people know what trails they're on. It's not a very big park, but and did notice back there that there was a sign saying that the Monarch Trail was off to the other way, so just wanted to point that out. that there was one fork in the road that was properly marked. It's pretty cool. You really have to watch your footing on this trail. Pretty slick stuff. Just kind of standing here admiring how all the rocks and the fallen trees just all kind of meld together. And I noticed off in the distance over there a little patch of orange mushrooms. So let's go check that out. Alrighty, look at that. The trail's gotten a lot narrower, but I should be making my way towards Lake Michigan now. I can see off the distance where it should be. I'm still glad I decided to go out of my way and take this other little trail system. So I'm having a good time out here, so I don't mind adding on to my journey. There, you can see the lake right over here. And I see a little trail kind of taking us down there. Let's check it out. Oh boy. Wow, look at that. Sorry about that wind. Wow. The reason I decided to go down this trail was because it gave you a nice view of the bay and the lake here. Followed the lake for a little ways. I just love these parks that I've been to in Door County up here, Newport Park here, Peninsula State Park, Potawatomi State Park. All very beautiful. Some nice trails. Give you some nice views of the lake. Some nice wooded trail systems. Like county parks I've been to, everything's pretty nice up here. You'll see a lot of people riding their bikes. Farmers markets. Stop and get some cherry pie or some jelly preserves. Thor County, Wisconsin's a pretty nice place. There's actually some decent places to go camping here. Just past the spot. Right over here is site number 13. It looks like they got a pretty nice spot. Pretty close to the lake. Yeah, nice way to fall asleep at night. Listening to the sound of the waves. So this little, there's another little side trail that I decided to go down. They're both going to take me back to the same spot. But this just gives me the opportunity to follow the lake a little bit longer. Before heading back into the woods a little deeper. I think a lot of you would agree to follow the lake a little bit longer. See, I've been following a trail like this for a while now. These little side trails, a lot skinnier than the other trail that I was on, but it's pretty nice. It's giving you some nice views of the lake. In the direction I need to go. So there's some spots where they label the trail. Oh wow. A lot of gulls. Yeah, I can't say enough nice things about these beautiful parks up here in Door County. It's definitely kind of a magical place. You can see why it draws so many tourists. Yet I come out here and there's hardly anybody out here. Ooh. Some big crows. Alright, I know there was a sign back there saying that I was going the right way, but I just had to double check to make sure. Well, if you come out here in the fall time, this trail might be all overgrown with leaves. I don't know. This must have been quite the feasting spot for the woodpeckers. Alrighty. Now I need to check again, see which way I'm supposed to go. Alright, so yeah, they just cleared it out because there's a camping site out that way. So yeah, we want to go this way. Almost back to the spot where it meets back up with the Newport Trail. So everything that I've seen so far are things that I wouldn't have seen if I would have stuck with the current game plan that I had today. I think these are some nice trails that I took. Deviated off the main trail. Alrighty, so this is the spot where the Newport Trail and that one section of the Riley's Trail go. So if I would have been stayed on the original plan, I would have been coming this way. And so the Riley's Trail came back around this way. It's a loop and it'll take you back this way. So this is me getting back onto the Newport Trail here. So everything behind me there was all not part of the original plan. That was awesome. That was definitely worth it. Here we're coming up with another camping site, number 7. I just passed sites 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, 10, and 11 a little bit ago. I'm a little more than halfway. So originally it was a 3.81 mile hike that I was on. And I obviously took that detour and added on a little bit more time, but either way, got about a mile and a half to go. I've been hiking for about 2 hours, so I've done some pretty good time. I've been doing a lot of jogging in between all these little video clips. So when I stop recording, I'll pick up the pace. Because that's just how I hike. Alrighty, well, we have another sign here, and I don't know what was going on back down where I was. But some of those trails weren't clearly marked, but here it's telling us we need to stay on the trail this way, otherwise the ridge trail goes that way. Alright, I'm down here at campsite 5. This is a nice little spot too. And kind of just back up in there's a little clearing, and yeah, you'd have this little spot to yourselves. It's awesome. And if anybody's interested in reserving a campsite, there's a number you can call, 888-947-2757. Alright, I'm currently on the Sand Cove Duck Bay Trail. And it's another little side trail you can take. And it's 1 mile from where it started back to where the Newport Loop Trail begins. Otherwise it would have been 0.7 miles if I would have stayed on the Newport Trail. So it's just a little bit longer. But there again, this is going to take me closer to the lake again, so see if we can get a little closer in here. Oh, that breeze feels good. This is another amazing spot out here. Yeah, I love this place. Just amazing. And we are almost back to the parking lot. It's about half a mile, I'd say, maybe a little less. I think I'm going to drive my car to a different parking spot and go see a different section of the park before I leave. And this is the way we want to go back. So there again, I think that was a nice idea to take that little side trail that I just took, because that gave me another really cool viewing spot. Alrighty, so this is where I just came from, and this is where the Newport Trail goes. This is where I would have been coming from. And this is just the last little section before I get back to the fork in the beginning where the Newport Loop Trail starts. So I plan on stopping back at the car and charge my phone for a little bit, drink some water, eat a snack, and then move on to another section of the park, do a little bit more exploring before I head out, and maybe visit one or two more places in Door County before I head home. Alrighty, and here we are back at the beginning. This is where I just came from, and this is where I started. You can see the path I took here. Came down this way, and then rather continuing this way, I came down this way, and then I came back up this way, and then I came across this way, back to here, and then it's right back to the parking lot. And then this is the next section of the park that I'd like to see. Alright, so now I'm going to head down this Europe Bay trail here. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing here is I parked here at parking lot 3. I'm walking this way, and I'm just going to do this little Lynn Point trail loop, and I'm going to come back down the Fern Trail back to the parking lot. So that's going to give me another little section of the park to view. It's looking like it's gonna rain again, so I don't want to be out here too long if it does rain. Got most of the hiking in already at this park. I'll spend a little more time here. Alrighty, we had a sign telling us we're going to take the Europe Bay Trails, keep going that way. We're going to be taking the Lynn Point Trail, so well, it's gotten a lot darker out. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There's just so many wonderful, wonderful views to observe at this park. And you'll have the lake so close to you too. You're standing on some rocks. It's really kind of awesome. Well, it doesn't look like we can go that way, so I'm assuming we go this way. And it started to rain. There's so many of these little quick little trails you can take. Get these little views. I'd love to stop at all of them, but need to get going being that it's raining. And there's still another park that I'd like to see today before I head home. On one hand, it is quite beautiful being out here when it's a little rainy and damp like this, but it's also quite treacherous to be walking all these wet rocks and wet tree roots. I twisted my ankle once out here so far. Wasn't too bad, but never feels good when you twist your ankle. And I just checked, made sure that I'll be going the right way, and it is this way. And so far, I'm a little over a third of the way down this set trail that I'm going to be on here. Alright, here we have campsites 2 and 1. And there's just a few more camp spots down the way, but I'm not gonna be hiking to those today, but it looks like there's some pretty nice ones down that way. I guess just further down this way. Ooh, this is nice. Yeah, I like it. This would be your view from sites 2 and 1, basically. Well, that last view is definitely worth coming this way. That's the bay where I was just at a second ago. It may not be Lake Superior, but it's still pretty gorgeous. See further down the way there, we have Europe Bay. That's where the last camping spots are at down there. And on the other side of that is Europe Lake. That's getting pretty close there. I don't know if this is quite Lynn Point yet. I think we're about there. This might be Lynn Point. Alright, so it looked like Lynn Point was about halfway, which is where I was, right back over here. It was about halfway down this trail that I'm taking, so It's about 1:45. Hopefully I'll be back around 2 o'clock. And I can make my way to the next park. Next, I plan on heading to Door Bluff Headlands County Park, I believe it's called. Well, I do not think I will be going to the next park after this. I twisted my leg pretty bad. And moving kind of slowly now. Well, I hope to make it back to the car before too long. Alrighty, we are on the Fern Trail now. I'm liking this Fern Trail because the trail's a little bit wider. It's a little easier to walk on. Got a nice boardwalk. It's cool. It's actually a fairly long boardwalk here. I twisted my ankle and my knee, so it's a little slow moving for me right now. I am loving this boardwalk. There were some spots I wasn't doing much recording because it was slow moving. And it doesn't help when you don't have nice solid ground to walk on. My legs feeling much better already just walking on this. Thank goodness. So I'm appreciating this little stretch of my journey back to the car. Don't think I'm going to be heading to any more places after this, unfortunately. I can't believe how long this boardwalk keeps going. It's all in pretty good condition. I'm impressed. There again, I can't say enough nice things about Wisconsin parks, the state park, county parks, especially these ones up in Door County. Hey, these mosquitoes are brutal out here, even after spraying myself down with off. Alrighty, we are coming up at the end of the boardwalk. And I just checked. I'm almost back at the parking lot, so I want to thank you guys for watching. Until next time, take care and rock on.